Probably the nicest news I've had to share that's just come out of nowhere was when a little girl called Cleo was missing in Western Australia, and she'd been kidnapped out of a tent with a mum and dad there and disappeared for 18 days in the end. And the whole country was like, where is this little girl, Cleo? And every day we'd do an update. Then one morning on day 18, I was in the middle of an interview and someone just walked into the studio and handed me a piece of paper and it said, WA police statement on Cleo Smith. So I just wrapped up the interview. I started reading it and I didn't know when I started reading it where it was going to end because it didn't say at the top of it.
And you didn't have time to check it before.
I didn't have time to
one of
pre-read
those moments
it. No.
that just comes in.
So I started reading it and you have that thing that develops in the pit of your stomach where you thought, oh God, am I about to say here that they've found her body? Because I think that's what everyone was expecting. Then it got to the part of the statement where they say they conducted a search warrant on a home and then they went into a room and there was a little girl in the room and the officer said, what's your name? And she said, my name is Cleo. And I just burst into tears on radio while it was happening because I've got little kids as well and you just think, oh, there for the grace of God go I. And I threw to the ad break and then I came back out of the ad break. I kind of composed myself and then I started crying again. Listeners started calling in saying, no, mate, don't worry about it. We're all crying because it was like, how can you pull off a miracle like that after 18 days where everyone had pretty much expected it's not going to end well?
Nearly 3 weeks.
Yeah, when something like that happens, Sam, they say if you don't find them within the first 24 hours,
Is that right?
yeah, I mean, the first 24 hours are crucial. Not to say you won't find them. And there have been people who've been found 35 years after being taken from their family. So it does happen, but the odds are stacked against you.